I want to make a trial run of a new artificial intelligence video editor called Wisecut. So I'm going to run off a little bit of video here in our backyard and run it through Wisecut, and we'll see what it looks like. We have our boxwood over here, which are in dire need almost of needing to be trimmed. The tomato plants you see down here are also in dire need of being planted. These are all plants that I've grown from seed, including the marigolds and the little vicas down there on the left, pointing at. There's a geranium that broke off of the mother plants over here to the right, and I put some root tone on it and stuck it in some dirt, and it's growing very well. I'll have to transplant it soon. That's a petunia that's doing okay, but it's a little bit sick. Back there we have a Boston fern. Up here's the Boston fern. We have several more petunia plants, which I'll get some up close to that are hanging here. Down here we have 3 pots of geraniums, which are doing very well. Thank you very much. And lastly, over here at the side, we have a very, very nice petunia basket. All these are the ones we bought other than the plants I suggested that I started from seed. I have Dickens out here with me. He's running around doing okay, just investigating what's going on, looking for his dog buddies. The thornless rose that is all over the place right here. Last year I had roses on it. This year it only had 1. Yes, this is our big plant. Just had 1 rose, and I guess that's what's going to do this year. Down here we have 3 tomato plants in pots. Something that I have no idea what it is. It's in this little grow pot right here. It looks like maybe some sort of melon. Down here, I think I showed you this last time. There's some oak plants, oak trees from acorns out front, and most of them are doing okay. I've only lost a couple. Another geranium plant. There's a amaryllis down there. It's got water standing in it that on the way back in I will dump the water out because that's not good. Dickens is busy eating crap down there. I'll see if I can zoom down so you can see how big he is in the background. He's doing okay. We have 1 flower bed here. We call him the horseshoe. It has a little bit of everything planted in it. Up here in front are some daisies that are yellow in color. Along the side here are a bunch of onions. We have a plant right there, a mum plant that's doing well. It's coming up. We have zinnias. Those are the pinkish colored plants. That's 3 tomato plants that are small tomatoes. You can see they all have tomatoes on them. There's one down there that's starting to get ripe already. I've got a couple of vicas here. Right there is another plant that I planted from bulbs earlier. A rosemary plant, another herb, and these are daffodils that are finished for the year. And over here I have some radishes that I just sprinkled in roughly, and there are some radishes down in there. Over here we have Dickens down there. I have various and sundry other plants that are in here that some are doing okay. The big long green things there in back are gladiolus from last year. The sunflowers you see right here are all volunteers from Linda's feeding birds up there. This thing right here is a dahlia, and you can see it's starting to get buds on top of it. They're big sprawly plants. That is a holly. That guy over there is a holly. The guy down there is a holly. And then there's Dickens. He's hard at it, whatever it is he's doing. Come on, boy. So he'll follow us, don't worry about it. So I'll just real fast go down here. We have some more of the yellow, more plants here, hollyhocks. I never can remember the name to tell you, but that's what a hollyhock looks like. It's doing well. Down here, these big plants that are coming up. I'll surprise us with what those are come spring. Fall. There's zucchini, and I have several of those. I have melons and cucumbers and all kinds of other stuff planted in there. We have some vines in here that we used to have the fence here, and it's gone because it fell down, and I've got to do something for that. Some peppers here. These plants right in this bed right here. Aren't doing very well this year compared to last year, but we'll see what happens. They're cantaloupe, but they'll come along. We have some special lilies here that are very pretty. You can see in their book. Here I have some volunteer sunflowers coming up that are approaching 6 foot tall. Around the peripheral I have tomatoes, and I don't know if you can see down in there, there's some nestled in there. They're aromas. There's a plant grows down in there. And over here is the last place I'll go, so you can see Nickens is back in there exploring something to eat. He eats anything and everything that he can get his mouth on. So this is the figs, and they have about, remember, 50-cent pieces, about 50-cent piece-sized figs on them. Down here I have some blossoms on them. These are hot peppers, and there's a tomato plant with no tomato on it there. There's some on that one down there too. Let's go, boy, come on. And that's a quick walkthrough of our backyard to test out the artificial intelligence driven video editor called Wisecut, and we'll see how it looks.